Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? Here's Richie James on the return. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 31-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks.
Garoppolo's pass.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
3rd down.
That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. 8 yards there on a 1st down.
8-yard pickup. 1st down, 49ers.
First carry for Raheem Mostert. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 13 yards there and a Niner first. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Fuller. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
No gain.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Open man is Samuel, complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 12 yards there and a 1st down. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
And the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. Taking a shot for Samuel. And this is caught on the sideline. But no, they'll say out of bounds. He caught it but was not in bounds. Incomplete.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And a very similar result again. The Jets defense once more stopping him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
And it's 3rd down.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. A play fake from Mostert, now Garoppolo. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And that is no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. That opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
chance to take advantage of that missed field goal. 1st and 10, way up at the 37. Here's Frank Gore, the veteran who sits 3rd all-time in rush yards. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. The 49er fans always going to have a soft spot in their heart for Frank Gore. Franchise's all-time leading rusher. And that's saying something when you think about some of the great Hall of Fame running backs that have worn the San Francisco uniform. But 11,073 yards for Gore in his 10 years by the Bay. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. On 1st down, Darnold. It fights him off. But now he's swallowed up and taken down. Randy Gregory in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Like the footwork back there, I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Another try after the 1st down sack. Darnold got him in. It's Breshad Perriman. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again. Red 80. Red 80.
Darnold from the gun. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 20-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive. Missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you know, you've put something out there. You've given yourself a chance. You're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the post. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down. Mostert. Getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. They'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a 1st down.
Raheem Mostert averaged 5.6 yards per carry last year. That was 2nd in the NFL. So it's safe to say that it paid off that he patterned his work ethic after his hero, Frank Gore, the former 49er. That's a guy who really shows you how to go out and get it done each and every day. Raheem Mostert patterned him and had a breakout season in 2019 with the 49ers.
8 more yards this time coming off back-to-back 1st down pickups. He had the start to a season a week ago that everybody wants to have. NFC Offensive Player of the Week. Can he do it a 2nd time?
He can. He absolutely positively can because of his skill set. When people adjust to him, he has a great ability to adjust himself and make them continue to chase him throughout the game.
On 2nd down now. It's Sanders, and he's going to get this down close to a 1st at about the Jets' 35. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. Garoppolo looks to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you break the tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on third down. We're scoreless after one. Now Garoppolo lost the football, and it's scooped up by the Jets. Does the big boy have the juice? And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
What part did they went empty set there? No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. On first down, it's Gore. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now Gore. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Darnold. They go with the screen to Gore. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. And his kick is indeed good. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal. So
maybe now the mentality changes in this game, because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Samuel bringing in the slant. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
And Deebo Samuel's another one of those young receivers that not only looks like a running back, but plays like one after the catch. And he had one of the best seasons among 2019's rookie receivers. Just over 800 yards receiving, but by the time the playoffs hit, he'd become WR1 for the 49ers, and now with the departure of Emmanuel Sanders.
And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown.
San Francisco.
Will Fuller, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. So he missed his lone field goal try, but he's got this one as that extends their lead.
Niners 7, Jets 3. Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. The return man, Ty Johnson. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, That's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
When we talk about the best corners in the league, we're usually saying shutdown corners, guys you can't complete passes against. Richard Sherman fits that definition to a T. The best part of his game, no wasted moves. He studies the opponent so well, hard to get a pass on Richard Sherman.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line.
Raheem Mostert.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Third down.
They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down.
Blake Cashman.
A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And all the way down to the 5.
Mostert.
That one 28 yards on the ground. He showed his shiftiness and his explosion to take him all the way down near the goal line.
Love that description, and it creates momentum. Maybe you hand it to him again since he's got it going, or do you fake it to him and throw it to a teammate? Right now, the options are wide open.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on 1st. This Jet defense so far standing tall. They need another stop now, 3rd and goal. There's Garoppolo to throw. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers.
Kittle. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Jimmy Garoppolo with his 2nd touchdown pass of this first half. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
The score, Niners 14, Jets 3. Robbie Gould to kick off.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. On the return, Corey Ballantyne. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown.
Point after.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Ballantyne to return. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down. He'll get this into the hands of Braxton Berrios. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Incomplete.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime.
At the 47-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. The shotgun snap for Darnold. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A gain there of 30 big ones. And he'll complete this one to Berrios. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Darnold to throw again. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And the Jets are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 6-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. Ballantyne to return. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure. Going to come away with nothing? That's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? He's going to look deep for Perriman, and that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Watch twins. Watch twins. Motion, 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 motion.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gore. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They're going to go. It's Darnold. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And he's not even going to come close. A big loss in the wrong direction on 4th down. But at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
At the 7-yard line.
They'll run with Sanders. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Once again with Sanders. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like
that is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers.
To number 85, George
3 touchdown passes now for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the 49ers add on to their lead.
So much of the 49ers' success last season was due to tight end George Kittle, the NFL's all-pro tight end in 2019. If you want to start a debate, ask the question, is he the best tight end in the game, or is it Kansas City's Travis Kelce? Maybe they're 1A and 1B. In any event, Kittle had 107 catches last season, his second straight 1,000-yard season, and he's a threat anywhere on the field, especially as you get closer to the goal line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Now a man open down the middle of the field. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 24 yards the gain there, another first down as well. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
That's another Jets first down.
They'll try and push it in with Gore. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
A pickup of
Laundry on the field. This is going to be a false start on the offense.
Sometimes you have to slow things down a little bit when things get heated. The cadence has to be slow and deliberate at times to make sure your team's ready to go.
Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal. Another try on 2nd down for Gore. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
Brought down just shy of the goal line. A gain of 5 yards brings up 3rd
and goal. Gore. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal.
No gain.
This defense continues to be good on 3rd down. I mean, they haven't allowed a touchdown offensively. Are you saying, let's go for this, let's try to get it in the end zone?
I don't know about that because of what you just described. They've been so good, and they don't give up the big play that you would expect.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Frank Gore taking it in. And the Jets are able to close the gap just a bit.
Lining up for the point after.
Oh, this is what I love about calling these games. 4th and goal. This is all about leverage, who wants it more, and who's going to get it done at the point of attack, the line of scrimmage.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is down to 28-10. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. He finds an opening past the 40. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And he's able to skip away from that first defender on his way to a pickup of 5.
Brought down at the 30.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
Mostert.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
A run there with Mostert as he'll push this forward and call it a 4-yard gain on first down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 16-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown.
San Francisco.
Raheem Mostert, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
The kick is
Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust? And Darnold going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
Robbie Gould.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Gould with the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Ballantyne to return. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Corey Ballantyne on the return. The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
All comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Yeah. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Here's Darnold. Throw complete to Herndon. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
1st and 10.
Now it's Darnold. Airing one out for Crowder. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
2nd down and 10. Darnold. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. And since they still have 10 yards to go, they'll just say, let's roll this over to 3rd down and decline it.
Let's just be honest about it. If you can't get them off the field on 3rd and 10, then something's wrong with your defense anyway. No sense in taking that penalty.
He finds his target. It's Crowder.
Jamison.
And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. Airing one out for Crowder. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
They'll take over.
CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge. That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 6. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
Powering his way forward. Not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 49-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. Now a pass taken in by the tight end Herndon. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 1.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
The 43-yard line. It's a gain of 3.
3rd and 2, Darnold. Caught by his tight end, Wesco. And he is going to have a Jets first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
40-yard line.
Here's Darnold. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Airing one out for Crowder. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. And it's caught by Herndon. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down. Darnold completes it, and he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Now whistles come in before the snap. Looked like one of the Jets may have moved. That false start knocks them back behind the 10 now as they'll try again, 1st and goal. Following the penalty, it's Gore. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal. At the 15.
Back to throw, Darnold. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. And nothing there on the return. They've got the football, but they'll have to start this drive at their own 4-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth-quarter lead. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10.
He was brought down by
on the stop there defensively, Marcus May with a tackle.
Brings up second.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He's going to have the first down past the 20. And he'll be out right at the 35. That one good for 26 and a first down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
No gain on the play. Brings up third down.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jordan Jenkins. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it now. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other. But it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. He was looking for Brashad Perriman, but it'll be second down.
Second down and 10.
To throw is Darnold. He's going to let it fly. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
Bobby Gold lining up for the point after.
Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Returning it, Johnson. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Their own 33-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Ahkello Witherspoon. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 46-yard line.
Here we go. All day, dog.
And they take a knee. And they will take a knee here.
Today's final score, Niners.